First of all, it must be checked that the device can physically fit through the aircraft's hold door. If it's too big, it can't be carried. It is also vital to ensure that aircraft hold limitations are not exceeded. In the hold of the aircraft, the weight of the mobility aid is transmitted down through its wheels and tyres onto the floor panels, which places a stress on the aircraft structure. This is fine, providing this is within the limitations defined by the aircraft manufacturer. However, overstressing can cause hugely expensive damage, and as vital systems such as control cables can be located beneath the floor, the safety of the aircraft could be compromised. Generally, cargo and baggage each have reasonably large areas in contact with the floor through which their load is distributed. By comparison, an electric mobility aid transmits its load through a much smaller floor contact area. A mobility aid that weighs 85 kilos may have a footprint of less than a square foot. However, many aircraft have a limitation of 68 kilos per square foot. In this example, the aircraft loading limitations would be exceeded, so the mobility aid needs to be placed on load-spreading material of sufficient length and width to distribute the weight over an area that is allowable. Instructions on how the loading staff must achieve this should be included in aircraft loading instructions. Also, in the interests of flight safety, airlines must accurately calculate the mass and balance condition of the aircraft. Mass and balance calculations must take the tear, or unoccupied weight of all mobility aids, and any spreader boards into account. This ensures that the load is safely distributed on the aircraft and enables flight crew to be provided with critical information needed to configure the aircraft controls so that the aircraft behaves in a predictable manner in all phases of flight. Electric mobility aids must be protected from damage, and so at the load planning stage it is preferable to plan to load them into a netted compartment without other baggage or cargo. This will also assist loading teams, as they should have better access to a greater number of anchor points for restraint purposes. Similarly, for containerized operations, where possible, electric mobility aids should be assigned unit load devices without other baggage or cargo.